Good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning, very crispy outside, but we are headed for a change. So, with that in mind, the usual, if you find it in your heart and in your pockets to support, we are so thankful if you choose to do so. You will find all the details to do so on the web page. If you come to us and practice with us in the room, as you see, we are all wearing masks and we take all the rules and instructions very seriously for us and for you. So I wish you a very beautiful change coming our way. And with those words, we're going to take a seat on the mat. So come to a comfortable position on your mat and just make sure you have everything around you to make this class a wonderful one. Some water if you need, a towel. And just relax. Start dropping in. And when I say dropping in, I mean releasing tension in your body. Just let the gravity pull you down. Let yourself be heavy. Start bringing your attention to your breath. And do so by releasing your belly. Let it be soft. Let your belly help you breathe in and out. And today, maybe tap into that softness and allow yourself to drop even more. Take a big breath in and let it go. One more time, big breath in slowly and intentionally. And let it go. Exhaling all the air you've got. Keep breathing, deepening every breath, bringing awareness to the belly, to the rib cage, filling it up and letting it go. So many times during the day, I catch myself breathing superficially. Try to do the opposite. And then, whenever you're ready, bring your hands in front of you. Rub them a little bit just to create energy. And before we start the Om, bring the palms of your hands onto your eyes, your closed eyes. Give yourself love. Then bring your hands to your heart center or on your belly or on your thighs. It's up to you. And we'll start the practice with the sound of Om. First, a cleansing breath. And then Om. Om. Bring your hands back onto your eyes to close that circle of energy. And now open your eyes, bring your hands to your knees, big smile, and start circling yourself over your body and a little bit to the back. Doesn't matter which direction, we're going to switch it. Very, very slowly. Try to leave those sitting bones on the ground and breathe. Try to find that groove with your breath. Switch direction. Such a beautiful, beautiful movement. Steering up all the chakras, right? And come back to center. Roll those shoulders a few times back, crunching them up, 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 and pulling them down, maybe opening the chest as you go. And switch directions. Roll them forward, rounding your back, maybe letting your head fall forward. Whatever you do, do slowly and with your breath. And straighten up to center. Bring the right hand over your left thigh, left hand behind you, all or around your back, whatever is comfortable to you, and twist gently to the left. Roll those shoulders down and engage the core. So we are starting to create that strong middle torso to help us take care of our spine. And release to the center, take it to the other side. Again, look to the side, no need to go all the way to the back. I love to take it easy in the warm up. But roll those shoulders down. And bring it back to center. If you're sitting in easy pose, crisscross applesauce, change the legs. And I always say it, yoga is not about symmetry, but we try to balance. And take it again to one twist to the left. This time, maybe coming a little bit deeper and breathing, engaging the core, rolling the shoulders down. And bring it back to center. Take it to the other side. Think of a kitchen cloth and you're taking the water out. Doesn't happen in one go, right? Come back to center and push yourself to the center of the mat. Open your feet to the width of the mat. And they're quite far away from my bum, the feet. So it's up to you. You can play with it. Hands behind you in a kickstand. So they are straight, shoulders are active. I'm not collapsing into them. And drop the legs to the right and then to the left. And play with that a few times. It's really fun. This movement really does wonders. I do it every morning. You can also do it on your back. And next time you're on the right side, stay here. Engage the glute. So the bum bum is pushing up. Then sweep the left hand to meet the right behind you. Now you might need to adjust. Do so. Adjustments are wonderful. And then look with your head to the right. So here I am warming up the cervical spine as well. Now I'm not looking up or down, just to the side. Breathe in, keep engaging the glutes. Breathe out, twist some more. And come back to center slowly, slowly, slowly. Take it to the other side. Push that hip up. That will help you bring the shoulder to the right position. Right hand meets the left. Adjust. Make sure you're in the right place for your spine. And then look to the left. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Don't break the cervical spine by looking down or up. It's straight to the right. Keep the glute engaged. One more breath. And bring it back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together and walk forward. Doesn't have to be low. If this is not comfortable, put something under your thighs or sit on a block. Walk forward, maintaining the back straight. So the intention of this pose is to stretch the outside of the thighs and the hip flexors. So we're not opening the hips. Well, it happens, but it's the stretch on the outside of the thighs that you want to feel. You can even pump a few times forward and back. And walk back up. Reason being not going all the way to the ground is that it's the warm up. Okay? If it was at the end, I would say go all the way down. Excellent. Shoot the legs to where they were before. Now bring the feet closer, just a tiny bit. Hands under your knees. Again, maintain that straight back and lean back. Engage the core. Just a tiny bit of a lean back, not a lot. Don't let the legs go up. Hold it here. Now, if you want some more, bring the hands up, palms facing the ceiling. Engage the core, suck the belly in, and tuck just a tiny bit of a tuck with the sitting bones and the pelvis. Lower and hold. Keep on tucking that pelvis. You're rotating it to you. So you're creating a little bit of a roundish back. But maintain those shoulders back. And bring yourself forward. Release belly on the thighs. And then release the head in between the legs. Just let it be. One breath. And set it up again. Hands under your knees. Straighten your back. This time you can come all the way down straight ahead. Release the hands and maybe bringing the legs up bent. Just a choice for challenge. I know it's just the beginning, but we're not activating anything here, just the core. That's why I love this pose. Well, the hip flexors are in the game, but that's it. And release. Once again, forward. Rotate your head. Your head is connected to the spine, so every time you activate the core and you roll the head, after you release something. And whenever you are ready, take a big breath and meet me in table. Some cats and cows. with your breath, movement that mimics a wave, if you will. And bit by bit, maybe push yourself over your wrists and then back to your heels in cat and cow, whatever that means for you. Try to explore the movement here. You are moving almost all the joints, the knees, the hips, the spine, the shoulders, the wrist, the neck, obviously. And if you want to dig into the hips some more, open those knees a little bit and circle the hips around. I like to push some weight onto my wrists here to test the waters. I have a wrist injury, so I really have to be very kind to myself. I hope you are being too if you are working with injuries. Be kind. In fact, working with an injury teaches you more than just practicing. And if you did one direction, be sure to do the other. And at some point, bring those knees under your hips again, tuck your toes under, and come to hero with stretching the feet. This is not a happy place for a lot of people, but it is so important. My friend also taps on the feet. It's an option. It's just awakening all the nerves there. It's your choice. Or you can circle the wrists while doing this and kind of insisting with your body that this is not gonna kill it. The body doesn't like this, the stretching of the fingers. Excellent. Maybe come back to table or keep on rolling. Untuck your toes. Tap, tap, tap. Switch directions of the palms of your hands so the fingers are pointing to your knees. And walk the hands just like we walk the dog, but make sure to stretch the fingers as well. Bend at the elbows and walk it. Maybe just leaving it on the ground or bringing it all the way up. It's up to you. Then make the fingers point to the sides of the room and sway from side to side on the wrists. You control the amount of weight here. So be smart, maybe circling in and out. And whenever you're ready, come back to table proper, tuck your toes under. And come to a hover with your knees. Engage the core, push the mat away. So protract your shoulder blades. If you need more of a challenge, lift the left foot, but stay in that hover. And release. Lift the right leg. Just a tiny bit. Keep it bent. Release to the floor. Maybe you lower your knees if this is too hard, or bring the left hand up just a tiny bit. Try to control the weight in that hover. And then do the same with the right hand. So I'm just picking it up from my shoulder. Bring the right hand down, release the knees, untuck your toes. Child's pose. So you don't have to do much to work your core. And you don't have to move a lot in order to engage everything in your body. We just did it. Bring yourself back to table. Tuck your toes under. Come to a hover. And breathe. Push the mat away, core engaged. On the next inhale, Step the left leg forward as far as you can. Doesn't have to be big. And push it back. Step the right, step back. Left and back. Don't break the integrity of your core. Right and back, left and back, right and back. One more time. Left and back, right and back. Release the knees, untuck your core, your toes, and let your core rest in child's pose. Breathe in and out. You might want to rotate your head on its forehead, just on the mat, releasing tension. We tend to hold the spine, the cervical spine, so tight. Release it once in a while. And come back to table. Tuck your toes under. Bring yourself to a hover. This time, bring the left leg to the side like a dog and bring it back. Do the same with the right. Leg goes up to the side, bent and back. Left and back. Right and back. Breathe. Left and back. Right and back. One more time. Left and back. Right and back. Release knees, untuck your toes. Child pose. And intentionally lower your heart rate here. You can do that. Trust me, you can talk to your heart and say, be kind. Lower the tension. And also, this is a beautiful time if you need a drink of water or just coming back and circling your wrists a little bit more. And breathe. I will wait for you. And please, if you're done with that mini break, find table again. Tuck your toes under and shoot those hips up. Keep those knees bent though. And then start the pushing of the mat away with your fingers, not only with the root of your wrists. And then make sure your head is free, hanging. Say yes and no. Then check your shoulders. Roll them down away from your ears and bring the belly to meet your thighs. Only then start walking the dog. Do not move the spine. So pedal your feet, stretch the back of your feet, but the spine is opening as you walk. At some point, if you like it, you can come to stillness. Engage the core. Look forward, bend your knees, and walk to meet your hands. Feet hip distance apart, knees are completely bent. Let go of your head. Say yes and no again. Maybe grab hold of opposite elbows. And just enjoy this inversion for one more breath. Release the hands. Bring them to your thighs. And put your forearms on your thighs. Just be here for a sec. Really second. And then come all the way up. Bring the hands up. pointing with your nose to the ceiling. Grab some of that energy and bring it to your heart. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward all the way down, bending at the knees and pushing hips back. Release yourself to that inversion again. Bring the right leg behind your left. So you're crisscrossing the legs. Your hands can help you here, all right? So do it and adjust. Bend at the knees. Bring your hands to your thighs as we did before, maybe forearms, and then come on up. Engage glutes. It's very challenging to look up. Exhale to heart center. Circle, sweep the hands up. Bend at the knees. Forward fold. Push both feet into the ground. That will make a difference. Untangle the right leg. Take it to the other side. So left leg behind. Bend at the knees. Bring your hands to your thighs first. Or go all the way up if you are very, very balanced. And then come all the way up. Hands to the sky and look up. Engage the glutes. Exhale, heart center. Inhale again. This time bending at the knees, hinging all the way back from the hips. All the way down, sorry. And untangle yourself. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. And walk the legs to plank. Engage glutes. Engage your upper body, upper back, I want to say. If this is hard, lower the knees. You can do the same with your knees down as long as you are pushing with your hands. Going to go down to the mat on the count of 6. So tuck those elbows in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes and open your legs a little bit. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Just a little bit of a movement here. And then set up for baby cobra. Engage the legs. Inhale. Exhale. Peel your chest up, but keep on looking down. Roll those shoulders back. If you need more of a challenge, bring those hands up and push the elbows back. Breathe in and release. Push yourself to table. Push yourself to child. One breath. Table. Tuck your toes under. And downward dog. Please take your time doing anything. And I've been saying it lately. Transition is a pose. Make sure you do it with intention too. On your next inhale, right leg goes up in the air. Square those hips. Don't open the hips yet. Then bend your knees. Start opening the hips without changing the weight in your hands. Keep pushing the mat away and trying to get the belly to your thigh while opening the right leg to the back. Bring it back by squaring the hips. Lift that back heel. Bend the leg to your chest. Push yourself forward over your wrists. Flex and bring the leg in between your hands. So that was an example of breaking down a transition with many mini poses. And it's wonderful, believe me. It makes you stronger. Now leave the hands on the mat, but push your hips back, lifting the front foot up and straightening the leg. Now, if this is not comfortable, maybe blocks under your hands, okay? Try to get both legs straight. Right leg heel is on the ground. Left leg toes are on the ground. One more breath. Maybe if you're a bendy type, release your head to your knee. If not, just stay here. Release the front foot, bend the knee, runners, and come to a hover, high lunge. So make sure your knee is stacked over your front heel. Bring your torso lower. Just challenge yourself. If you need more of a challenge, bring your hands forward. The key is back leg. So my back leg is shooting back. Excellent. On your next inhale, come to crescent. Exhale, come down to a hover. Inhale up to crescent, down with a knee. Inhale crescent, down with a knee. Inhale crescent, I'm not going all the way up, down with the knee. Release the knee to the ground. Untuck your toes. Bring your hands to the front thigh and toe heel your foot forward a little bit. And then stretch. Stretch that left hip flexor. So the lower you get, the more the left hip flexor stretches. Maybe hands here on blocks will help you. Maybe both hands here, as long as you're in the inside of your foot, as long as your hips are square, okay? Those are modifications. Just one more breath here. Release. Bring the hands back to frame the front leg. Tuck your toes under, come to runners. On your next exhale, so inhale, come to shift your weight onto the right leg by pushing with the left leg, standing split. Now, variation for this is this. You can bend both legs and be here. You're working the thigh just the same. If you are in standing split, try to bring your head to your knee. Exhale, bring the left leg to meet the right. Forward fold. Release tension. Notice the difference between the legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, maybe jumping to plank or walking to plank. Engage core and glutes. 2 more breaths. You can do it. Push the mat away. Engage everything you got. I love trembling in this pose. It just feels right. 1 more breath. Inhale. Let it go. Untuck your toes and stay just a second here before coming to upward dog on your inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes under. Downward dog. Walk the dog. And breathe. Release the neck. Release the shoulders. Release, release, release. And come to stillness.
On your next inhale, lift the left leg square to the ground. Nothing is happening here. You're solidifying the weight on your hands. Then bend and open the hips. Nothing changes, just the hips. Bring it back. Lift the back heel and bend the leg. Push yourself forward, round your back, flex your foot, and step it in between your hands. Leave that back heel up, and then push those toes to your shin. I'm talking about the left leg. Yes, straighten that left leg. 2 breaths here. So we are building endurance. And the way we do it is by engaging the core and breathing. Release your head to your knee if you want some more challenge. Remember, blocks always help here. Bring the foot back down, bend the knee, adjust, and come to a hover, high lunge. Engage the glutes like crazy. Drill those feet into the ground. If you want more, hands over your head. Look down to the mat, just in front of your foot. Breathe in and out, engage core. And on your inhale, come to crescent. On your exhale, come down. Inhale up to crescent. I'm not straightening the legs. Down. Up. Down. 2 more. Up. Down. Up. Down. Release the knee. Untuck your toe. Toe heel the front leg. And stretch. Woo. I don't know about you, but every time I stretch my hip flexors, I have a memory of something. I don't know why. Just something from childhood or my mom saying something. My mind, huh? It actually maybe is very logical because hip flexors are connected to trauma. So go figure. Keep on doing this, maybe hands on the blocks if you need. I see a beautiful modification if you want to go to full lizard. And frame the front leg. Tuck your toes under. Come back to runners. Prepare and adjust. We're going to standing split. So make sure you're comfortable. And if you're not coming to split, just stand on one leg. Shift weight forward. Lift the right leg. Hands can stay on the ground or on blocks, or maybe lift them up. If you want more of a challenge, bring your forehead to your knee. Bend both legs. If they are bent, just bring the right leg to meet the left. Forward fold. On your next inhale, come all the way up. What do you say? Exhale, heart center. Party time, as Joe says? Yes. Let's have a drink of water. That was not an easy sequence, but I really enjoyed the standing splits. It's one of the ways to do inversions safely. So you don't go to your head or your hands, you're not creating injury. It's really good. Excellent. How are we at home? Good? Good? Excellent. So by my calculations, we're at the back of the mat, and if not,
Then go back. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Leave them here. Release the head back. Roll the shoulders back. Engage glutes. Mini back bend. Mini. And come back. Exhale to heart center. And come to chair. So high chair. No need to come to full expression. Hands either in heart center, forward zombie hand, or proper chair, whatever you want. It's your chair. Just be sure to not pronounce that natural curve. You do that by tucking the tailbone in. Engage the core, roll shoulders back, and come up. Inhale, circle, sweep the hands to the sky. Again, a tiny bit of a back bend by, first of all, engaging the glutes. And exhale to heart center. Inhale, chair. Again, your choice. Your choice with the hands. You can even interlace the fingers behind your sacrum and open the chest while in chair, while tucking the tailbone in. Then lift the hands as far as you can. Breathe. Start tucking your chin in and looking down. So you are in chair looking down. Next, hinge from your hips all the way down, bringing the hands behind you and up. So forward fold, humbling the forward fold. Release the hands to the ground and cha-cha-cha. So bend at the knees. Shout out to Joe. Cha-cha-cha is from him. And come to stillness. Bring the hands, the palms of your hands, under your feet to gorilla stretch. So in Bikram, you get the legs together. If that's your choice, go ahead. I like it in hip distance apart. Bend at the knees, release your upper body. On your inhale, shoot those hips up. On your exhale, pull with your hands. Bend the elbows. The intention of this pose is to eliminate the gap between the upper body and your legs. You can do that with your knees bent or not. One more breath. Exhale, pull and release. And again, hands on the mat, cha-cha-cha, bend at the knees. Release the head, say yes and no. Excellent. On your next inhale, so inhale and walk the hands forward to plank. Exhale, untuck your toes, stay here. I said it before, plank on the shoe side of your feet is good for runners and walkers. Then release to upward dog. Breathe, hold it here. Tuck your toes under and come back to downward dog. Not for long. Inhale, wave-like motion to plank. Hold it here. Untuck your toes. And let's do some chaturanga. So halfway push-up. If this is hard, lower your knees. So halfway down, push up. Yes, with the feet upside down. Down, push up. Down, push up. Halfway.
4, push up. 5, push up and release to the mat. Whew, maybe windshield your legs. Maybe tap, 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 tap. So stretching the feet, so underrated. We need to do more of that. All right, bring the legs to the mat. Bring the hands to a T. Inhale. Exhale, bring yourself up, legs and hands. You can look down to the mat or forward, up to you. Keep those back muscles fighting. Inhale, go up and release. Bring the right cheek to the mat. That's what I'm feeling. Bring your forehead to the mat. Inhale, prepare to flight. Exhale, flying. If you prefer, you can bend your legs and hands. Skydiving. You can look down to the mat. One more breath. Inhale, go up. Exhale, down. Left cheek to the mat. So one more set. Maybe windshield your legs. Maybe rotate your hands on the floor, corking them, so to speak. Last one, you can come to bow or stay in skydiver or baby cobra or whatever. Modify for your needs. So one more breath. And then bring the forehead to the center. Inhale. Bring yourself up on your exhale. Maybe bow. And if you are in bow, rotate, swing back and forth. And release. Hands to a T. Right cheek on the mat. Left leg goes up. Bend the left leg and push it to the right. Try to get to the floor with the foot. So you're twisting. Knee to the sky. Yeah. And bring it back. Bring the left cheek to the floor. Lift the right leg. Bend it and then push it back to the left until your foot meets the ground. An option here, if you're a bendy type, do what Corina is doing and grab hold of that foot with your hand. Shoot that knee to the sky. Open the hip. That will help the twist in your back. And bring it back. Push yourself to table and to child pose to counter all those back bends. Breathe in and out. Have a conversation with your heart again. Push yourself to table. Tuck your toes under. And push to downward dog. This time, walk the hands to meet your hands. So we had a little interval in between these two, walking of the hands to the feet, working the back bends. Now, come all the way up. If you wish, a little bit of a mini back bend, engaging the glutes always, and then back to standing. Let me stand in front of the camera this time. Open your hands, roll your shoulders down, look forward. Open your feet, breathe. Isn't yoga beautiful? I just, every time I do it, I fall in love again. Okay, shift your weight to the left leg. Engage the leg, engage the glute. Even my obelisks are gearing up. Bring the right leg up. Hold it here. Maybe circle the ankle just to be sure you are here, right? Sometimes just stop and say, I'm here. Wow. Then bring it onto your left thigh, but don't bend yet. Don't bend. Push those hips forward and engage the glutes. Open the knee. So this is kind of different. You're pushing the hips forward. Engage the core. Open your hands or whatever, your choice, but lower that knee. Open the hip. And only then sit to a one-legged chair. Keep that foot in flex. If you want, you can go deeper like Corina behind me into a squat, or hold it here by rolling the shoulders back and sitting even lower. Come on back up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Bring the leg inside your thigh or your shin. And come to tree. Today the trees are happy. Many times I've thought about tree and forgot about it. I love this pose. Breathe. Keep that engagement in your glutes. Bring the leg in front of you. Oops, lost it there almost. Straighten the leg and step forward. Toe heel the foot forward and set it up for warrior one. Just breathe and take a break here. Interlace fingers behind you and humble the warrior. First opening the chest, wave like to the ground. Make sure your knee is over your heel. Make sure your back leg is working. Release your hands to the ground. Bring the back leg to meet the front. And come up to chair, just for a breath, and up. Mini back bend. Exhale, heart center. Shift your weight to the right leg. Bring the right leg up. Circle the heel. Hands can do whatever, yogi's choice. If you do one direction, do the other. And just stand and be here. Engage glutes. That's the key. Bring the leg to the thigh. And before coming down, push those hips forward. Actively push them forward. And then open the knee down even more. Push forward. It's like your thighs want to go beyond you. Once you're here, only then hinge from the hips back and come to chair, one-legged chair. Almost said one-legged dog. Be here, roll those shoulders back, hold it. You can do this. maybe lower. Breathe. Come back up and go to tree. Remember, transition is so important. The slower you take it, the better you are. Hands up, down, heart center, whatever. Just enjoy being a tree. My foot is burning, you guys. And bring the leg in front of you. Straighten it. Step it and adjust yourself. Maybe just a shake, shake, shake of the back leg or the hips. Before, make whatever you need to adjust. Whatever. Before coming to warrior one. So warrior one, my back feet is open a little bit, my knee is stacked over the heel, and my hips are square. Hands up, roll shoulders down. Inhale, interlace fingers behind your back. Roll those shoulders, open the chest, wave-like motion hinging from the hips. Humble the warrior. And with all inversions and balance, the stronger the legs are working, the better the balance. Release your head if you can. Whew. But keep working with your feet as if you are tearing the mat with your feet. Next exhale, bring the hands to frame the front leg. Bring the back leg to meet the front. Open your toes to the sides and maybe open a little bit more to the width of the mat. I call it the Charlie Chaplin stand. And come to a squat. Now, if squat is not in your practice, you can stay here, okay? High up. If not, bring those elbows to the inside of your knees. Let me move this. I'm afraid I'm going to knock it over. And push up. So you're pushing up from your sitting bones. Now make a little experiment. Engage your glutes. Squeeze them and then release. Squeeze the glutes and release. You're going to see a slight movement up and down. Do that a few times. So I want you with the glutes working so you're taller. Open your hands to a T. Externally rotate the hands. Bring yourself up to the balls of your head, of your of your feet, of your toes. And then bring back hands together, lower down, and roly-poly front. So your hands can come all the way to the ground. You're rolling forward. One more time. Open the hands to a T. Palms of your hands facing up. Come up, 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 as high as you can. I'm trembling here. And release. Roly-poly. Back of your hands together. Release your head. Round your back forward. And at some point, release the bum to the floor. Hand, legs in front of you. Push that bum to the center of your mat. If you need, excellent time to use the towel. Whew. I just remembered that the first time I did hot yoga, I came with mascara on. What a raccoon I became. That was beautiful. All right. Flex your feet and walk back. You walk back by lifting the sitting bone and pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back. As far as you can. Now bring those hands with you and then reverse it and come forward. So this is, believe it or not, core. Engage the core. If you touch the sides of your core, one more time to the back. If you touch the sides of your core, you see how are they working, and then forward. I love this. So simple, but I feel it here. You feel it here. Excellent. Stretch, forward bend. No real form here, you guys. You can bend the legs, you can let the head go. You can even stretch forward with straight back. Whatever. You can use a towel or a strap to hold yourself like so. Or bring yourself all the way down. Release the stretch. Stand up. Tall, 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 tall. And now coming down to the mat, the count of 10. So you can help yourself with your hands forward. So 10, 9, I'm going to give you the side, 8, 7, the key is roly-poly, 6, 5, tuck your chin, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a minute to just appreciate the ground. Take 2 full breaths here. And when you're ready, bring your hands over your head. Stretch, stretch to stick pose. Stretch as much as you can. And release. Step the feet close to your bum bum. So your legs are bent. Hands to the next to your body. Tuck your tailbone in and lift up to baby bridge at this point. So baby bridge, we're not going all the way, but we are starting to activate our glutes. You do that by drilling the heels into the mat. So if you bring your attention to your heels, your glutes crunch. The next thing you do is tuck your tailbone in and engage the core. So breathe in and suck the belly in. And release slowly to the ground. Untuck your tailbone. Create that natural curve of the back. Bring the soles of your feet together and drop the knees to the side. Bring your hands on top of your thighs and push yourself up as if decompressing the lower back. Not as if, you're actually doing it. Breathe in and out. You control how much you push. I really like it. I don't know about you. I hope you do too. And then release and set it up to bridge again. This time going further up. So tuck your tailbone in first. Then start bringing everything up. Push up, then drill the heels into the ground. Sometimes I need to adjust and bring the heels closer, so be aware of that. And then push up. Push those glutes and thighs up. So you're basically on your shoulders. Roll those shoulders down. Don't crunch them here. Breathe. Keep on drilling those heels. Keep on engaging the glutes. Keep on tucking the tailbone in. Feel the top of your core engaging as well under your breasts or your chest if you're a man. And release slowly, 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 slowly to the ground. Untuck the tailbone, bring the feet together, let the knees down, bring the hands on the top of your thighs and decompress your lower back by breathing and pushing into your thighs. One last time, set it up for bridge. Tuck your tailbone in, push up. This time you can interlace the fingers behind your sacrum and roll even higher. Drilling those heels is the engine of the pose. Breathe one more breath. And release slowly the hands and then the back. Bring the knees to the side, soles of your feet together. Just a tiny bit of a decompression here. It just complements each other, those two poses. But if you don't feel it, then do something else. When you're done with that, bring the knees to your chest, all the way to your chest. Give yourself a beautiful hug and rock from side to side. So this is the counter pose to bridge, right? Whenever you're ready, release the left leg to the ground. Bend and extend the right leg to the sky, maybe holding the foot and stretching. 2 breaths. If you want, open to the right. Maybe bend and extend the leg to the right, or hold it open to the right. Bring the leg back to your chest and lead with the left hand to a twist. Lead the right knee to the left to a twist. You can gaze to the right or grab hold of your foot and straighten that leg, the right leg to the left. Many, many options. You do you. One more breath. And bring it back to center. Switch legs. Left leg up. Bend and extend a few times. Maybe grab hold of your foot and just straighten it up. And if you need or feel that is something that is good to your body, open the left leg to the left. Again, bend and extend a few times, and then stay straight if it's in your practice. Just enjoy this release of the muscle. Bring the left leg back to center and guide with the right hand the knee, the left knee, to the right to a twist. You can bring some more layers of stretch here by looking to the left or by stretching the leg straight, holding it with your right hand.
Bring it back slowly, 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 slowly. Both legs to the chest. Again, a big hug here. Big, big hug. Maybe sway from side to side, massaging the back. And start circling the legs inside their socket, each knee dropping to its side. So you're kind of like swimming. And at some point, maybe switch to happy baby. It's up to you. Maybe keep on circling the hips inside the sockets, or full extension baby, happy baby, like Corina is doing behind me with straight legs. I like to rock from side to side with bent knees. I just find it easier for my lower back. And at some point, release yourself down to Shavasana. Nothing else to do except of breathing. Deepen your breath and let it soothe the muscles. Inhale and exhale. Enjoying this beautiful pattern of expanding and retracting. Keep on breathing in complete silence here, letting your mind wander, letting your body relax. And on your next inhale and exhale, start wiggling your toes and your fingers, introducing movement to your body again, calling your mind back. Maybe stretching a little bit, just a tiny bit. I love it, like after a really good night's sleep. And then push yourself to one side. But take your time, you guys. I will wait for you always. And then push yourself back up to a seated position. And again, take your time. You can also choose to stay on your back. We'll, we are gonna finish the practice as we started with the sound of Om. So you put your hands on your chest, on the knees, whatever you feel is appropriate for you. First, a cleansing breath. Then on. Om. Namaste for practicing with me. Grab hold of a change. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, guys. Have a good day.